for revenge.
For the truly wronged, sometimes all you have left is revenge.
On the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
Okay, parental discretion is always advised with revenge. Tempers get flaring.
Well, you never know really what's going to happen, and neither do we, because you reach out to Eric, at producer Eric on Instagram, or you can go through krbe.com. If somebody has messed with you and you got them back, but they don't know you got them back, that is why you come to us, because we get both parties on the line. You kind of hash out what the big beef was, and then that person tells us, well, here's where you brought me to the brink of chaos and insanity.
But I can't tell them that, the neighbor's there. I can't say, then they won't come on at all.
Right. So Eric just, hey, are you interested in doing a survey about
big lies.
radio?
Want some Morgan Wallen tickets? No.
Patricia reached out. We've got her on the line. Let's find out why she's here. Good morning, Patricia.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Hey, Patricia, we're doing well. So who you want to get payback on? Who's getting revenged?
Oh, gosh. It's my neighbor, Chuck, and he's quite the menace, and I'm just over it. Me and my neighbors.
The menace.
What's going on with Chuck? What's he doing that's so terrible?
Apparently, Chuck thinks that his house is a mechanic shop. He has these cars, right? So he has a lot of muscle cars. It's not just one or two. He has all his friends come over, and they fix these cars into the night. They make all this noise. They're always drinking and talking loud. And I don't know what all they're doing over there, but it's completely disrespectful to the rest of the neighbors. Like, I'm trying to get my daughter down for a nap, and I have to deal with this idiot.
So you and the neighbors are all upset. Have any of you guys called him, talked to him, put something on his windshield? Is there an HOA there?
Oh, absolutely. We've put out word. Like, he knows that it's a problem. And literally, he just kind of laughs in our face, obviously.
He hasn't stopped,
So he's treating his front yard and driveway like a mechanic shop, making lots of noise. The neighborhood is all up in arms because it's noisy all the time.
Exactly. We're a gated community. So, I mean, come on.
So what's the significance of it being a gated community?
First of all, the fact that we're behind a gate should give us some, security and, that we don't have to worry about certain things. And unfortunately, the riffraff.
Do you have an HOA or is it just nothing?
They do, but he doesn't care about them. He gets fined every time, and apparently it doesn't matter. He doesn't pay the fine, and he ignores the letters.
I never understood the power of HOAs because I got so much crap from them because my grass was too close to the side of the house. Yeah. But yet 5 houses down was this monstrosity that had boards over the windows, and it's been there for 5 years like that.
Is there anything else we need to know before we conference him in? Because he is standing by, and he hasn't heard what we're talking about.
Oh, he definitely wants to hear this. I know something that he definitely does not know.
Oh, nice.
Now, when I talked to him, I just asked about neighbors and stuff. We're just talking. And I did say that a neighbor has a problem, and he didn't really know any neighbors' names. So are you two friends?
Not at all.
He won't know it's you on the phone when we tell him you're on the phone?
Well, the point is that I know him, but he doesn't know me.
Are there a lot of neighbors?
I mean, there's at least 75 of us there. But I can speak for about 20 of us, at least, that hear this and have a real problem.
That's a lot. That's a lot of people.
Wow.
Exactly.
Well, hang on. Let me get him on the phone. We'll explain why he's here and then tell him what you're doing. Okay, so stand by. Hi, Chuck. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric on 104.1 KRBE. Thanks so much for joining us today.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Chuck.
Chuck, what did Eric tell you on the phone?
Yeah, he said something about a neighbor, but I'm not sure what he's talking about. We live in a beautiful community, and, we're all cool with each other.
Patricia's one of your neighbors who contacted our show. She is conferenced into this phone call, and she can hear us. Patricia, say hi to Chuck.
Yeah. What's up, Chuck?
Chuck, do you know Patricia?
What's up, Chuck?
No, not by name.
First of all, Chuck, there's something that I know that you don't. In addition to knowing who I am, I absolutely know you don't know what I do. You are disgusting. The people that you allow to come and, quote-unquote, visit you to have some type of car show on the front lawn situation, yeah, that's a problem. And I know you know this.
Excuse me?
Did I stutter?
Chuck, Patricia said that basically are running a garage out of your house and that there's loud people coming in and out and making noise and waking up her baby.
No, that's not true.
Patricia also told us that they have complained. A lot of neighbors have complained about this noise to the HOA, and the HOA has been sending you letters that go ignored.
I barely check my mail, honestly. I've seen a letter a while back, but it's seniors that live in here as well, so it's probably one of the old people. They complain about the darn music sometimes.
First of all, I'm not old, sweetie. I'm 32. Other than that, I'm a mother. So you need to take into consideration that all these older people you're speaking of which I am not, as I just said, are also parents. And it's not okay for you to just be acting like you own the place with all this ridiculous noise in the middle of the day. I have a child I'm trying to put down for a nap.
Patricia, I don't even know you, sweetheart.
You don't have to know me, sweetie.
I'm like just waking up right now. What is your problem?
Who cares?
The problem is, Chuck, you're not hearing her.
You're being a bad neighbor.
You are loud and noisy, and a lot of people have complained about you of all ages. It doesn't matter what the age of the neighbor is. You are a nuisance to the neighborhood.
That is, I'm cool with all my neighbors. That is not true.
Well, apparently you're not cool with her. You're waking up her kid.
Yeah, like she's like all hostile. I don't get what the problem is.
Oh, shut up and listen to what the problem is, sir. And the matter of fact, the thing that you should know is that every single time one of your friends comes in and out of that gate, since you live so close to it, I use my clicker and I make sure that it closes shut. Because as you know, once it's closed, it's closed.
Oh, it doesn't bounce back?
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, yes, I do.
You don't.
So when I click it closed, it just keeps going closed.
So, Chuck, a lot of your friends had their cars damaged?
My Mustang got dented. I'm hoping this isn't the reason it did because you're hitting the clicker. I had three buddies had the same thing happen. When we pull in a damn gate, there's no sensor to open it back up.
Yes, I'm aware, sweetheart.
Oh, Patricia, you've been banging up the cars.
Well, you have no proof of that.
Exactly. All I know
Oh, nice.
karma is a mother.
I hope this conversation is recorded.
I just feel like what comes around goes around. And the energy that you're putting out there, sweetie, you're getting it right back. We've been sending this man letters coming out. And not just us. Obviously, this is the last resort.
I don't check my
have gone
mouth,
over and
sweetheart.
had
You see the cars that's at my
If you
house?
call me sweetheart one more time.
Yeah.
She's going to be clicking everything. Click, 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 click.
Okay, look, Chuck, now you know. She's here to put you on blast. You are making a nuisance and a noisy mess of that neighborhood, and people are sick of it.
That's not true, guys. I do audio systems on foreign cars. It's always nice vehicles. It's always a respectful
It doesn't
drive.
matter what kind of car it is. It's just, it's
loud.
noisy.
Yeah.
That's irrelevant. You're dense.
Oh, my God. Just be respectful.
Wow, now he knows. And the most amazing thing is he has no idea who you are or where you live in there.
And the piece de resistance, that's not even my real name.
Oh, it's not?
Nope.
You're a smart lady.
Your name's not Patricia. Oh, man.
Absolutely. He's going to go insane looking for Patricia.
Oh, my gosh, that is excellent.
Well
job.
done.
Diabolical.
To be continued. I'm so curious to know what the newsletter is going to say next for the HOA. Thanks so much for listening to our show, Patricia.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
All right, you take care. Oh, my God.
And that's how you do
Fake
revenge. Again, go to @ProducerEric on Instagram. You can go to krbe.com if somebody's messed with you and you got them back because you just can't take it anymore. Some of the most epic revenge is things that people, like people still talk to me, Ryan, about the girl who crushed up the baseball cards. I think that's one of
in
the first
garbage
ones we ever
disposal.
did.
I think that was the very first revenge. We
Yeah.
didn't even call it revenge at that point.
Yeah, he just
It really gave us, it was
he
the
left
catalyst.
her. He left her holding the bag on the lease of this place they had just rented, and he left behind his collector baseball cards, and she put them in the garbage disposal while they were on the phone.
And I think of the one that really always stands out to me is the girl who her boyfriend cheated, broke up with her, left her holding the bag for the apartment, and he left his.
and then put baseball cards in the garage.
No.
I mean, the
He had
garage
left
disposal.
his grandmother's ashes in the urn in their apartment, and she dumped them on like 610, and I think it's right where like 610 and I-10 connect.
Oh, that one doesn't feel good. I don't remember that one.
That was bad.
Why did Grandma have to pay for that revenge? Anyway, go to krbe.com and we'll take care of you there. Coming up next, one of our favorite visitors, Rania Mankarious from Crime Stoppers. She is awesome. They do so much for our community. They have helped thousands and thousands of families, and she's back because the Million for Million campaign is going strong, and they want you to jump on board. If you don't know what the Million for Million campaign is, we're about to tell you all about it.
Back to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
With Eric. Okay, my friends, here on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric, we always love to have fun, and we bring you topics that are serious for our community, and we really need you to know something, especially if something really strikes us right in the heart, especially with I mean, we're not here to
I
scare
would say
people all the time, but when it scares us, we're like, oh, God.
We're all concerned parents. We all have, we love our children, and we don't want to see any harm come to them.
And everyone that's listening, we care about you guys and your families. We don't want anything bad to happen.
And if you don't have your own kids, you might have a child in your life that you love, and you would never want this to happen. Especially right now, is such a happy time. We're skating to graduation time for a lot of high school kids.
Yeah.
They're
Spring break's going on right now. I know a lot of college kids.
Right.
They're down in Padre right now.
Yep. And, you're
nephew.
thinking about your kids when they're on vacation with their friends. You're thinking about your kids when they're at parties with their friends. They're going off to college where you're not going to see them all the time and hear them all the time. And they're going to be in environments where a trusted source might give them something that they think, oh, that's fine. And then it's over. And that is what's been happening a lot. And I just started with a Million for Million campaign with Crime Stoppers. Rania Mankarious is here to tell us more about it. Hi, Rania.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Rania, congratulations on 18 years with Crime Stoppers.
I know. Can you believe it? I can't believe that much time has gone by. And I remember walking in the door 18 years ago, not even...
You're 12?
Yes, I was 10. And I just remember being unsure about what it was and then falling in love instantly. And you know, many people don't know this, but... I'm a lawyer, fine, great, but I took a job as an intern at $10 an hour to work at Crime Stoppers. And I remember calling my husband on the way home. I said, I got the job. He said, wow, are you in-house counsel? And I was like, no, I'm an intern at $10 an hour. And he's like, I'm so confused.
So
and
it
I
was
like,
never about money. It was
'Cause that's how
about
passionate
what
you
you
were.
viewed as the
Exactly.
right thing to do and how you can help your fellow Houstonian.
Thank you. That's how I felt. I felt at home there.
Well, we've learned so much through you, and the work that Crime Stoppers does is unending. It doesn't stop. You know, we've all been raised, if you're new to Houston or you were born and raised in Houston, you know 713-222-TIPS. That is the number you're supposed to call to give a tip. If you know about, you see something, you say something. There is a lot of money that is given out anonymously to people who help solve crimes.
Yes.
Whether that's a student on a campus that heard about another student that wants to blow up the school.
Which just happened, by the way.
Just happened.
Just happened.
Oh, my God.
And
we are doing a press conference on it later today, actually.
Are you really?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
You want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, there were two big cases that happened in the news. One of them made national news, which was the threat against Memorial High School. And it was a very credible threat. Two young teens were apprehended for it, and I'm working to actually meet with one of them. But a week later, I get a call from Chief Bainbridge at Spring Branch ISD, and he said, your tip line just thwarted another very, very solid threat against another Spring Branch High School.
Oh,
And this
wow.
boy had the materials. He was working on it. And we'll have Chief Bainbridge at Crime Stoppers later today to talk about that.
Yeah, see, so this is really important, especially for kids who might feel like they have no power. You think, well, I'm just 14 years old. I'm a freshman in high school. What kind of power do I have? You have the power of that tip line.
Yes.
Because if you
Yes.
hear somebody in your class or somebody in your circle or somebody said something, that's how all this stuff
And nobody
gets-
knows it's you.
Nobody
when you call.
knows. It's
It's completely anonymous.
literally, meaning we've never known who you are. Not that we keep it secret, but we do not know how to get to you. We don't know who you are. Even, you know, when you read the tips, which it doesn't even use pronouns. It just says tipster said. It doesn't say he or she or,
Right.
you
And
know.
that's good to know because people can be nervous. I was nervous. I used your service
Yes.
about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And I was getting nowhere with the police, and then they actually recommended I called your organization. And I just couldn't believe the professionalism, how easy it was to do. I didn't feel any nervousness doing it. And y'all are amazing.
what were you
Makes me so
reporting?
happy.
Human trafficking.
Human trafficking.
We were really, we witnessed something, and it's like, oh, God, you know, he's going to know
feel
it was
right.
me. Yeah,
Which
I did not
which
feel
is
right.
another huge problem. Obviously, we've been bringing this to the forefront for a long time, but human trafficking, sex trafficking.
That's why we try and bring Rania back every, once a month this year. We want to, because there's so many topics to talk about.
But let's
Exactly.
focus right now on fentanyl
Yeah.
because it's such a dangerous drug, and it can be laced in anything.
And what I learned from you last time, Rania, is you said, now how come we don't have rehabs full of people trying to get weaned off of fentanyl? Because they're dead.
They're dead. They're not there. They're not there. And you know what's so scary about fentanyl? I think, Ryan, it's the thing I'm most afraid of because it's everywhere. And I'll read you just this number. In 2023, the DEA seized more than 80 million fentanyl-laced fake pills, 12,000 pounds of fentanyl powder. That 2023 seizure is equivalent to more than 390 million lethal doses of fentanyl.
My
so if you're
God.
thinking like this has nothing to do with me or my family, this is one of the things that is everywhere. If your child could potentially take a pill from a friend or any device that's not a prescription pill from their actual doctor and pharmacy that was handed to them, there is a 70% chance That pill is
70.
laced.
Okay, let me ask you this
70%
question.
chance.
70.
Because
Wow.
these numbers are hard to hear, and I know there's like doubters out there, like, well, where's my kid gonna get a pill? What, like an Advil? You're telling me an Advil has that? We're talking about the culture you don't realize about as a parent.
Yes.
What is the culture right now of teens and college kids? They're dropping Xanaxes and Adderalls like they're
Percocet.
Tic Tacs.
Yep.
They're finding this is their culture.
Yes.
Whatever your culture was, whenever you were born and you thought, well, all we ever did was something that was harmless. No, all of this has been stepped up by being laced with all these
And
fatal
what if you do want
drugs.
an Advil? You
Yeah.
ask your friend, and they
Yes.
just go, "Oh, they have a bunch of pills, and it's one of those that's laced."
Yeah,
So you can only take
tell
a pin
people
drop.
how are
a pin
the
drop.
kids? Like, I'm going to talk
Yeah.
about Jake. Is it Ellinger?
Yes.
Okay, Jake Ellinger, because I follow Crime Stoppers on Instagram. You should too. Jake Ellinger's mom was on there and his teammate. He played football at University of Texas. He innocently, because this is the culture, asked his friend for a Xanax to help fall asleep. The Xanax was laced with fentanyl. Jake's dead.
Yeah. So here's the thing. These are not, and I hate to say it because I can hear people thinking, well, my kids don't do drugs. This isn't kids looking to do drugs. These are kids who may play sports or wrestle or whatever, who are sore and have heard, oh, get a Percocet. You just need one. You'll feel better. Or they're anxious. They want to get that A on that final test. So they say, I'm so anxious. Well, take a Xanax. Or they're having a hard time concentrating. So somebody will say, well, get an Adderall. These are just normal, regular kids.
Yeah, like, where do
they
I
grew
get
up
it?
with
Where do I get it?
They
Oh,
grew
I
up
have
with
one.
it. They
Yeah.
might see their
Well,
parents taking this stuff.
Absolutely. And Snapchat, when you think about it, and this is the lawsuit that Sam Chapman and Dr. Laura Berman have filed against the actual parent company of Snapchat, is the way
Because their son died this way.
Sammy Chapman died
Yeah.
that way, Super Bowl Sunday 3 years ago. The way it works is if you have your Snap map enabled, so parents, please, if there's one thing you can take away from this is tell your kids to turn their Snap map off.
Ghost
Be in
mode.
ghost mode.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
not every single person has to know where your child is at every single time. So ask that question today. But these pill pushers will look for your children. And if they're in an affluent area or maybe not an affluent area, they will actually direct message them. And so that when you're thinking, well, how would my child even get access to this?
Yep.
There are pill pushers looking for
And
them.
what's the direct message that they would reach out to an unsuspecting teenager to get them the pill?
So the one that Sammy Chapman had access to, we actually have a copy of it. It was a very colorful pill menu. Do you want a Tylenol? Do you want a Xanax, Adderall, Percocet, 15 cents delivered to your home?
Oh, wow.
Nobody will know. And why can they deliver it to the home? Because the kids have their maps enabled. So the pill pusher can literally see where they are. Sammy and Sammy's dad, Sam, will say Sammy got the pill delivered as easily as a pizza. Had no idea that 2 milligrams.
Crazy.
What is 2 milligrams? Like 2 kernels of salt were in that pill, and it killed him instantly.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and
It's so
Dr. Laura
scary.
Berman, you know her from Good Morning America. She's one of the main doctors on Good Morning America, and her son died like that. There are so many stories like this, and you don't think it could happen to you. That's why it's so scary for me and for Eric and for Ryan and for anybody who has a child that they love in their life, because we can only say it till we're blue in the face, but you have to make your kids believe it could happen to
Yes,
them.
exactly.
And you have to believe it could happen to them, because here's the thing that drives me crazy right now is having a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old. They're meeting new friends in the friend
Yes.
circle. You know, we're
Yes.
moving on from the pre-K days where all the moms know each other
Yes.
and we all have to
That's
kind
why
of
they're
talk to
friends,
each
because
other.
the moms put the kids
Yes,
together.
exactly.
Right. Now you're meeting new kids in middle school into high school, and you're like, okay, well, I don't know anything about this person. Like, where did you meet them and what's their story and
Yep.
who are they friends with? And just
Yes.
because they have a friend doesn't mean that's your friend.
friend, yeah.
And now all of you guys are going to talk to each other in a group text. And I don't know. That's how
And
you've
you
lost
combine that
the
with
map.
a child that their brain is not fully formed, and everybody knows that, and they have a desire to connect and a desire to fit in and a desire to just be one of the group. And there are kids who don't mean harm, but your stomach hurts. I have a pill for it. They don't even know that it could be potentially laced with fentanyl. They could have gotten it from a sibling that purchased it online.
So as a parent, we should be pushing to our kids, don't obviously take anything
Oh.
from anyone. Don't
Eric?
ever take a pill. Because right now I picture people driving to school, dropping their kids off, listening to this, and the mom's like, what am I supposed to tell them?
Yeah, how do I
You know what's so
control
funny?
this?
I was with you guys once, and on these screens, there's so many screens in here. I could see Roula's screen, and the texts were populating.
Yeah.
And one woman goes, "Oh God, is that the paranoid mom?" And I
No.
remembered being like, "Oh no, it's not about being paranoid. It's about being public safety minded. That's
Right.
it." Actually, I'll tell you something. I own it with this issue. I am the paranoid mom. With this particular issue, I've become the paranoid mom. Eric, at this point, I tell my kids, if you want a Tic Tac from somebody, just don't take it. I'll get you every Tic Tac in the world. Listen, If you actually feel so stressed out about your exams that you want a Xanax, don't worry. I'll take you to the doctor. Maybe you do need anxiety medication.
And they can prescribe that for you.
And they'll prescribe. Let's
Right.
talk about it. You work out so much. You're a star football, and your muscles are okay. Maybe it's time for some type of pain
Meloxicam
medication
or something,
Yes.
whatever you need.
Let's talk about. That's
Yes.
fine. You
Yes.
don't need to go to a friend or Snapchat.
Come to me.
But think
it's
about
okay.
it. We are really not just a nation, a world, an ADD world where we just want things. We want it now.
Exactly.
And I don't want to go through the hassle of going to the doctor and doing this and this. And that.
It's like,
I
oh,
got
you got it
instant
right now.
access.
My friend's doing great with this stuff.
Yeah,
They
look,
told me
they
that's a
take it all the
problem,
time.
friends.
Let me read some of our
But
texts at
knowing
37530.
that you are literally playing Russian roulette,
Why take a
you're
chance?
rolling the dice.
This texter says, I've had 2 friends that have died from fentanyl-laced drugs. For the doubters, it is real.
Yeah.
It is happening.
Yeah.
Another person says, my cousin died of fentanyl poisoning. So if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Rania Mankarious from Crime Stoppers. They do so much for our community, but right now we are focusing on this fear that your child will unknowingly take a pill from someone thinking it's something as innocent as a muscle, ache fix, and they're dead from fentanyl. That's why it's called the Million for Million campaign. Now you're trying to get Million for Million. Why'd you pick that name?
We want to reach 1 million kids for safety at a cost of $1 a child. And the John M. O'Quinn Foundation met with us and loved it and immediately, not fully, but almost fully funded it. And here we are in the year. We're reaching 1 million kids and we're dedicated. You guys know this. Our kids are bombarded constantly with negative, hateful, violent content. It's all the time. So you know what? Let's work with star athletes. Let's work with young influencers. Let's work with voices like yours to create a counterattack of positive public safety messaging that they will like and share. And we get messages too after we posted Jenna Ellinger, Jake's mom's message. A mom sent to me, I have eight mom friends who have lost a child.
Oh,
my Lord.
Good everyday kids that
Yeah.
were just trying to navigate
And you
life.
brought us Narcan, Rania.
Yes.
Now tell me, we can find this at Walgreens and CVS. Why should every household have Narcan?
Isn't
in
it crazy? Every house should have Narcan. I have 5 of them here for you guys. It's super easy to use, but basically what it does is if somebody you find them unconscious, you've got to act fast. You open it up, and I will open this one up.
Okay,
There's
so
2
what is in
here.
this?
I don't know what scientifically is in here, but it
But what's the
reverses.
purpose?
It's a nasal spray.
You literally open this, you push this little orange button, and you insert it up your nose like a nasal spray,
Okay.
fully up the nose.
Like an Afrin.
Yes. Put the person on their back to the side because they can regurgitate.
Okay.
And it will reverse the effects. So what the opioid, what the synthetic drug does is it tells your brain to stop breathing. Is essentially what it does. So this goes in and reverses that. How? I don't know, but it's like the number 1 product right now. There's
Sure,
some-
Anybody
every
can buy
house.
this. You can just buy this over
Yeah.
the counter.
And Crime Stoppers has some to give away too. So
Okay.
you can reach out to us for some Narcan.
Rania Mankarious from Crime Stoppers. It's Million for Million, FOR. Somebody just texted, how can I listen to this later with my son when he gets out of
Podcast.
school? You go to our podcast page at krbe.com, look at Best of Roula and Ryan show with Eric, and then you're going to see the podcasts. Go to the 7 o'clock hour of the podcast. You'll hear the whole thing.
Can you explain this one? Because this one you hear a lot real quick. Why would drug dealers lace the
Oh,
pills
yes.
knowing they're going to kill their customers? But
Yep.
there's a reason for that.
They basically lace the pills because there is the chance that once you take this pill, you will immediately become addicted. It's so potent, 50 times more than heroin, 100 times more potent than morphine. And but the reality is that a lot of these kids whose bodies can't handle it end up dying. A few years ago, there was this conversation that I actually was reading about the drug cartel saying we may be pulling back from fentanyl because so many kids are dying. And now laws in the United States, and our previous district attorney was one of the first to file them, they're being prosecuted for murder because they are killing people.
As they should be.
As they should be. But this is new. This is new. So
So it's to
But also
instantly
isn't-
hook them, but now it's
Yeah, but-
taking over too much
but
death.
it's
not like
Now
they're
they're trying to
more
pull
likely
back.
killing it because everyday average day kids can't handle
And these
it.
people aren't
Yeah.
like it's not
They're
a,
not-
a
they're not
pharmaceutical
being sent to
company
heroin
where they know how to
users.
make every pill perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
They're
isn't
in some
it?
shady
It's
lab.
also something they can lace drugs with because it is very cheap to
Oh,
manufacture.
super cheap to
And
manufacture.
they know they can get more customers.
Yes.
I mean, if they're selling it for 15 cents on Snapchat.
So either way, you're going to either become highly addicted, you're done, or you're going to die instantly.
Either way,
those
your
are
life
your
is
two
over.
options. Those
Yeah,
are your
either
two
way, your
options.
life
Either sounds appealing. Yeah.
If you've been taking these pills and have gotten away with it, you are lucky, but your time will be up soon.
That's true. That's 100% true. So if you want to hear this with your friends, your family, share it. You can share it all over the country because this is happening all over the country.
Yes.
Unfortunately, here it's happening a lot. Go to krbe.com, go into the podcast, 7 o'clock hour of today's show. You can share this with everyone.
We get Crime Stoppers to come to your school.
Yes.
Yeah, school
Or-
safety
That's such a
program.
great program,
programs
too.
where a bunch of parents, they have from neighborhood
and-
watches to everywhere.
And bravo to the kids that called that tip line to thwart those
Yes.
school massacres.
Mm-hmm.
Bravo to you
Bravo to
kids. We
those
are super
kids.
proud of you. We need more kids like you. Rania, thank you so much. we
Thank
love you.
you.
Thank you,
Happy
Rania.
anniversary with Crime Stoppers.
Happy birthday to our dear Roula. We love you so much. We love you.
It is my birthday, but I have the gifts because coming up next,
got some Narcan for your birthday? That's your first birthday.
I got Narcan for my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Which I do need this in my house, but I have the gifts because I'm giving away Morgan Wallen tickets when we come back on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
It's KRBE. Let's do it with more of the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
And it's time for Celebrity Scoop brought to you by Mankarious Arandas. Okay, my friends, Morgan Wallen announced his tour not too long ago. And his first 2 stops of his stadium tour is, guess where? Here.
Yeah, look at that.
NRG Stadium.
See, he gets it. Like Katy Perry gets it.
Yeah, they're starting their tours
Started
here.
in Houston.
So June 20th and 21st are the days of the shows for the NRG Stadium tour for Morgan Wallen. It's called The Problem Tour 2025. We can give you a pair of tickets. It's my birthday, but I'm giving you the gifts. So call her. What number? 18, because today is the 18th and it's my birthday. Call her 18 at 833-390-KRBE. That is going to be your lucky number to win Morgan Wallen tickets. Yay.
Oh, wait a minute. We got a cake and a balloon.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Keep going,
No, I will
Kevin,
not.
sing that
I will
song.
not sing it.
Sing that
No,
song.
I will not sing it.
Oh, look at you guys. Balloons and cake. Balloons and cake.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
oh, that's so pretty. It has cherries and chocolate. And I do love cherries and chocolate together.
What kind of cake is inside? Ooh, cookies and cream. Nice.
Yeah. Happy
Thank
birthday.
you, my radio fam jam.
we
thank
love
you, thank you. Oh, we love you. I love you guys too.
So, and
That's
you love
so
birthdays,
nice.
right? Most
I
people
do like birthdays.
kind of like them, but they don't like the attention. Some people, or they don't want the age.
I hope that y'all will forget when it comes around. July
You know, it's
17th.
over on vacation when
the
it
wrong
says.
day.
I slip out.
I'm not one of the people that are like, well, everyone has to acknowledge my birthday. We all have to make sure we go to dinner together, and here's the time. It's very hard time, 7:30.
Like
Don't be
Christina on
late.
our show, we had to have to.
Yeah.
A sash.
She made everyone show up.
Don't put on a
And they had
sash.
to do whatever she wanted. Karaoke, had to go out to a club, had to do this. I'm
Yeah,
like,
there's like a whole itinerary. I'm not like that.
She took us to a dry brunch.
Oh no!
That's what
Is that
I
even
left after
brunch?
that.
You're like, that's where I drew.
Yeah,
If there's
so-
not a mimosa, is that even
Yeah.
brunch?
Uh-uh.
I like to celebrate birthdays because it's always a fun day. It's a special day. I always I'm grateful to have my mom still with me because I know a lot of people have lost their moms, and I always like to give her a big hug. Because yesterday she came by, she dropped off the kids after school, and I was like, Mom, tomorrow is the anniversary of you having your 4th child. I know, I can't believe. But when I was pregnant with my first child, your OB-GYN tells you, well, talk to your mom about how her pregnancy was, and maybe sometimes the moms and the daughters fall in line. And I was like, Mom, so help me. Honey, I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't
had to
remember.
write it down, I guess, huh?
Yeah, she had 5 kids, and it was a total circus crazy for her. I mean, she had 10 kids she had 5 kids in 10 years. That is a blur. That's like Blur's Day every day. So she didn't really have a lot of information to share with
Yeah, 'cause
me.
think about that. She had your
Toddlers and
sister was what, 2 years difference?
yeah, we're all about 18 months to 2 years apart.
So
and
when she
then-
came back, Sam, she was like,
But
so
my
with
mom
3 other-
left.
4
My
kids?
mom left Greece as a 20-year-old newlywed, arranged marriage to my dad. Didn't know her. Didn't barely know him, and then she didn't come back for 9 years, and she had 4 kids when she came back. Or 8 years, and she had 4 kids
You're
when
like,
she
you're
came back.
never going to the U.S.
What
again.
is in that water over there?
To visit her
You
family
all
for the
have
first time.
babies.
So I'd like to give my Mama Chrissy, a big hug for having me. Thank you so much. And I love this cake. And also, just a little note, too. I know a lot of people don't like their birthdays, but let me give you a reason why you should enjoy your birthday. I don't care what the age is. When my sister-in-law was 44, she passed away from brain cancer. She never made it to 45. My best friend at 42 died of brain cancer. She didn't make it the next birthday. And that one really just put those in perspective for me, because I feel like when people get to 40, they're like, oh my God, I'm turning 40. But for 40 is such a great decade for so many people. Like, that's where you really get to like enjoy yourself. Like, you hopefully have done the right work and gone down the right lane to be able to give yourself some grace and be like, you know what? I don't care about what people think about me, or I don't this and this and that. And so
A lot of
every
people don't have
birthday,
that chance. You're right.
they don't have a chance. Your mom passed away at 42, Eric.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So you should celebrate every single birthday and don't dread it, because it's great that if you're in a good spot in your life and you're happy and you're healthy, and maybe if you're not healthy and you're struggling, you look forward to the next birthday where maybe you will be healthy. I don't know. I just feel really special about birthdays in general, and I think it's a special day, especially if somebody takes the time to actually write that on social media to you. I really acknowledge that, because I get it. You didn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
You could have just seen it and swiped by it, but you actually stopped and wrote the words, or even if it auto-filled, "Happy birthday, Eric."
Yeah, the little balloon emoji.
I'm just going to have autofill for congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can spell congrats.
You don't. There's no D in congratulations.
That's too much.
Don't spell it with a D, because there is no D in congratulations.
If they can really spell that, and they took the time to do that, that's love.
Yeah, so happy birthday to you if you're also sharing a March 18 birthday. Your birthday celebrity buddies are Adam Levine, Queen Latifah, Lily Collins from Emily in Paris, and then I found out today it's oh my God, what's her name from Younger again? Sutton Foster.
Sutton Foster.
Sutton Foster also from Younger, since I watched it
There's
on
somebody
Netflix.
else too that
Vanessa Williams too.
Yeah.
Vanessa Williams also, yes.
My husband, Mark.
Yeah.
And Sam's Sam's husband
He's
Mark is my birthday buddy.
34.
They must have some good plans, Roula, because Sam's not taking. She's taking the day off tomorrow.
I know, it's my birthday and Sam's off tomorrow. I did something wrong.
What is
you
she,
did. You did.
I'm like,
I'm telling
I
you,
don't feel
it's not
good.
too late.
and you're not even drinking because you're pregnant.
I know, but I'm not.
Are you the
wait-
driver?
I'm gonna definitely be the driver, but I don't want to wake up. I just don't want to wake up.
You want to wake up next to him?
I just don't want. No, he probably won't go to work. I don't think he's taking off tomorrow, but I want to, because I'm like, you know what? If I'm doing the rodeo, I can't function right now being pregnant and going to the rodeo with not getting like a full nap and everything.
Then coming in here and trying to do all this.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm dying.
Yeah, because you are running a marathon every day.
Legit dying.
Building bones and brains up in there.
I know.
And don't forget, we still have the QVC and the
Yeah.
home shopping, whatever it's called. Network.
yeah.
You have any interest in that right now, or you want to do it?
Well,
in the 9
Just for
o'clock?
fun, let's go there. Just
You wanna
pretend.
go?
Just for,
Yeah.
Okay, so for those that don't know, we do this for every single person's birthday on this show. At any given time, if we say go to QVC or HSN, we see what is the product, and that's your birthday gift.
Up to $200
So
bucks.
This doesn't count right now, but we're just going to check.
Ooh.
If I was going to say, let's
You're
go to the TV
getting
right
some
now, what would I win?
vitamins.
I would win Vitamin C 500 Complex Experience.
Buy
The experience.
We'll buy that and give it to Ryan.
Yeah, seriously.
Ryan just walked out because he said he wasn't feeling so great.
He
So
said
he
his
said,
daughter was sick, so I'm like, oh.
I hope he takes a COVID test.
Right. I'm going to be really mad.
I'm going to be mad if he gives happy birthday. Here's the Rona.
It's probably measles. You know that's going around these days.
Oh, stop, Kevin. You are just stirring the
that's
pot.
legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, but I
Okay.
mean, for us to get measles in
Well, we're
here,
stuck
I
in this
think
I
room
hope
that has
not.
no ventilation, really.
Lovely.
It's just,
well, that is true. COVID did rip through us all.
It's a petri
even got
dish.
a mod through the glass wall
Yeah,
that
my
one
God.
year. We all got it in one shot one
Yeah.
year.
the whole show went down.
So it would have been the vitamin C complex at $700 for
That's
some
one.
giant vitamin thing, or it'd be the origami 3-tier foldable rolling cart.
I like that.
Now that's something I could use in here.
That you
Yes.
could absolutely use that.
Couldn't I use that in
Yeah,
here?
you
Yes.
could.
Roll it in and roll it out
70
Yeah.
bucks.
after the show.
That's expensive.
I
That
know.
is
It
pretty
so
expensive.
expensive. You could get that for 15 on Amazon.
Why are they putting an Instapot on there?
Because
We have one, and we use it for painting. We keep all the supplies on the top, middle, and bottom. It's
Smart.
and then it just goes around with you as you paint the room.
Okay, now listen, I'm going to be sad that I didn't pick this time because I would have been happy about that cart. Watch, when I
Okay,
actually
hold
go
on.
to the TV, I'll get like some kind of
There's
like.
one
we got
more.
one more.
I
QVC.
love that.
Oh, what's the other channel showing?
if you really
Get
want
Ready
that cart.
Gorgeous.
Oh.
It's the Get Ready Gorgeous
Oh,
hour.
here we go.
What is this?
It is a.
They're
what is
just
that?
showing her hair being
No,
styled.
it's not a
You
wig.
get a wig?
No,
No, it's
it's
not a
some
wig.
sort of a styling product, but they're not showing us.
Like a
they're just
wave
showing
thing?
the model getting
if
her
it's
hair
the
fluffed.
Dyson hair wrap, Roula.
Oh my God! Stop. Wait, we have a cap though at $250.
Dang it,
This
that's
is the Callista Perfector Pro heated round brush with storage bag for a sale price of $99.98.
Is that like a
Now that's
knockoff?
nice. The original price is $110. That is a type of a knockoff of that
Yeah.
Revlon round brush dryer.
Yes, absolutely.
Which
That's the thing.
I would be more excited about the cart at this point than that because I have the Revlon round brush
Oh, okay,
dryer.
okay.
So I'd be okay without this. But man, I'm gonna be sad if we end up getting something
You get
dumb
some good
like
stuff
those.
here, so.
Because last year it was like a plus size tank top. That's what I got, and Sam got underwear. And then this morning when we checked, it was Birkenstocks. I'm not interested.
Which were awesome. You missed out on the Birkenstocks.
No, I'm not wearing
telling you, Roula,
Birkenstocks.
They changed your life. the
I have
Jesus
tried them on,
sandals.
Sam. They are not made for me. I
I
just
love
can't.
Well, you only have like an hour and a half, so you got to
Okay,
really
so
choose
I'm going to tell you,
wisely.
in the 8 o'clock hour, I will say go to the TV.
Okay.
And that will have to be my birthday gift. Let's just see what happens when it's time to play
I'll go back to the
television
news.
roulette. on the birthday gifts and see what we end up
We're going
with.
to try it Tuesday.
I know, this is so exciting. The Wild West Katie Brewfest is happening on the 29th, Saturday, March 29th. We've got VIP tickets to give away. Gives you access to the event and access to the Hop House. What's the Hop
Sam
House?
might even know about this. She used to be the hostess.
I know, and then I got knocked up.
Yeah, now you're.
It's the
Was it there?
next
Is it
year.
where it happened?
yeah, you had a lot of drinks.
Partied too much?
It's the Rotary
It
Club
is
of
so
Katie.
much fun. You have to go.
The 2025 Wild West Brew Fest. We're going to find out all about it
much
next.
beer.
And will we sample some of the stuff? Oh, I don't know. We'll
I
have to
see a
wait and
cooler.
see.
I see a cooler.
Yay, it's my birthday and you get the brew.
Yeah.
All right, more prizes to give away next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.